We start again, shall we? Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's South Street Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. It is Friday again. Sunday, Monday, what? It's Friday again. Sunday, Monday. We're here, guys. It's really good to have you on board. You know, it is Friday. You know what? It is match weekend, of course. Lots of things going on at Manchester United right now. Lots to be excited about. Lots to be positive about as well. We got the news coming up, latest news in regards to Manchester United. We got a player who wants to leave and sign for our rivals, of course, guys. There will be a player Clearout at Manchester United come the summertime. Also, I'm giving you the presser reaction from Ruud van Nistelrooy's press conference. Ruud van Nistelrooy's press conference for Manchester United. You know what? Lots to be excited about. It is Friday. Of course, guys. I mean, whatever you're doing at the weekend, you always get that Friday vibe, don't we? We always have that Friday vibe. Guys, please, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. If you can do that for me, absolutely fantastic, you guys. Let's read some of your comments. Let's read this out. Let's go. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far. It is very early in England, but where I am, it's 11 a.m., guys. So if you join me today, you know what? I really, really appreciate you. You're absolute legends for joining me. If you're joining me very, very early, of course, guys, absolute legends you are. You are the best. You are the best of the best, guys. Now, guys, let's get straight into it. There are rumors that Anthony will be signing for Chelsea. Chelsea are rumored to be interested in Anthony and the services of this player. For me, I don't quite understand why, because not that Anthony's a bad player, etc., but I'm just thinking like, you know what? They've got a lot of players in that position. What's going to happen to Sancho? Do you know what I mean? Sancho's going to be in the same position he was at Man United. What we should do, right? We should give him Rashford as well. We give him Rashford as well, and he can battle it out with them again and be back to square one. Well, imagine we did that. Absolutely hilarious, wouldn't it? Be hilarious. The way life comes around and slaps you in the face, of course, guys. But you know what? Let me just read you the article, if I may. If I go straight to the article, let me just read this out for you. Let me just put my little graphic on there. Thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Now, let me just read this out. Now, there we go. Chelsea are interested in Anthony. Fitch.net. Absolutely. Guys, listen, you know what? What would you do with Anthony, guys? What would you do with Anthony? At what point do we say, do you know what? It's not quite worked out. We need to get rid of the player. We need to move on from the player. I mean, there are people who admire the player. There are people who like the player, but the player's not getting enough game time. So if the player's not getting enough game time, do we just cut our losses and try and get rid of him? But would you sell him to Chelsea? Would it be Chelsea that you'll be selling the player to? I'm not too sure, you know, but you know what? If Chelsea want to pay the money, they're more than welcome to pay the money. But this is why I feel that this news is kind of dud, if you ask me, because at the end of the day, Chelsea have got a number of wingers at Mudieke, they've got a Sancho, they've got as well, they've got those players at the team, you know, already. Why would they want an Anthony to come in there as well? It comes across a little bit off to me. But you know what? If they did want him, if they did want Anthony, I would say safely that I would get rid of Anthony. I would. Sorry, guys. Sorry, those who are supporting him. I would sell him. I don't think he's going to be in Ruben Amorim's plans. I really don't, if I'm being honest. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. Big up, Bashir. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Chelsea can buy a whole team and end up 14 if they like. You know one thing about that, Bashir? Funny you should say 14th, because at the end of the day, if Chelsea finish below 14th, if they finish below 14th, we get Sancho back. We get Sancho back. So we hope that Chelsea finish 13th, so that they have to sign Jadon Sancho, of course, guys. That is what it's all about. Good afternoon, bro. How you doing, Jim? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, brother. Hope everything is good with you. Going cycling today. What are you up to today, my friend? Uchichi, good morning, Mr. Sal. Good morning. Chiche, Gloria. Good to see you as usual, you glorious person. The flesh, of course, guys. So good to see you in the flesh. Hopefully my network is good. Yeah, my network is good. So good to see you guys. Really nice to see you. Now, look, I'm going to go through, obviously, Ruud van Nistelrooy's presser Of course, guys. Let me just read. Jim, I'd give Anthony another go south for now. I'll see how it goes. Yeah. Everyone deserves a second chance. We'll have to wait and see what Ruben Amorim wants to do, of course, guys, as well. I would give him another chance myself, but rumors are that Chelsea want to buy him. I mean, would you send him to Chelsea? Would you do that? Now, let's get on to the press conference, guys, and let's have a read of what our good friend Ruud van Nistelrooy has been saying. Ruud van Nistelrooy, do I expect to talk to the new manager? Yes, of course. I want to do everything I can in my abilities to fight for this club. Love it, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Absolutely love it. The club is in a difficult situation, but the challenge is there. That's why I'm here. Ruud van Nistelrooy absolutely spitting the gospel. The love for the club is pretty obvious with Ruud van Nistelrooy. I love this. I do love this. I love this about Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's passionate about this football club as well, which I absolutely adore. Of course, guys, adore. Ruud van Nistelrooy, my team talk. I'm standing in front of our team, telling them about MUFC is about and what it is to play at Old Trafford. Guys, this is what I've been saying for so many years about Manchester United, our history, our legacy. And this is why I'm saying, this is why Ruud van Nistelrooy feels the need to bring it up. I mean, it's strange that he has to bring it up in the in the dressing room. But you know what? Obviously, some of those players don't quite understand what it takes to play for Manchester United. They don't understand the intricacies of what it takes to play for a great team like Manchester United, of course. He goes on to say, telling them what songs are being sung by the fans and why you try to transmit that love feeling playing for the club. Brilliant. And bringing in the fans into the conversation as well. The songs that are sung by players. We still sing songs about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We still sing songs about Andy Cole. We still sing some songs about Ruud van Nistelrooy as well. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, why do we do that? Because you know what? We respect our legends. And what we want is those players to respect that badge, that great badge of Manchester United, of course, which is the greatest football club in the world, of course, guys. Ruud van Nistelrooy goes on to say, I spoke to Erik ten Hag before the match in regards to Erik ten Hag. In the first conversation we had for me to come back to the club, I really felt that he loved and wanted to bring the club forward. It hurt and had to leave, but also proud of the achievements. You know what it is? We have to move. It did hurt at the end of the day, but we have to move on. And he did bring Ruud van Nistelrooy back to the club. So that deletes the narrative that it was Ineos who brought Ruud van Nistelrooy in, which it obviously wasn't, of course. Ruud van Nistelrooy, I'm motivated to stay at Man United. I want to go back to assistant contract that I have here for the season and next. I came here as an assistant to help the club forward, and I'm still motivated to do so in any capacity. Love Ruud van Nistelrooy. You see these comments here. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful comments from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Love the comments. You know what? Loads of positivity, loads of love for the football club, loads of love for the fans. And that's what I like about Ruud van Nistelrooy. That's why I would keep him at the football club for the foreseeable, guys. I would absolutely, definitely keep Ruud van Nistelrooy at the football club. Of course, guys, Ruud van Nistelrooy goes on to say, Manchester United is in a difficult position and it's not there where we all wanted it to be, but the challenge is there. That's why I'm here. I'm ready to help. Ruud van Nistelrooy. La. Absolutely. We love Ruud. We love Ruud. I love that. I do love that. I really do love that in regards to Ruud van Nistelrooy, guys. Brilliant quotes there from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Of course, guys, let's get through some more comments, guys, of you absolutely lovely people. Of course, Jim did slot of housework and other jobs today in the dreaded heat, brother. By goodness me. I wish I was there to help you, bro. I wish I was there to help you. Of course, salam, brother. Walaikum salam. Lies around me. Juma Mubarak to you as well, my friend. Kappa Allah. Hope your prayers are answered, my friend. Fresh dressed in black. Let Anthony go if he gets 50 million. Plus, we take the L and move on. Let's go, Ruud. And that is the difference between opinions, of course, guys. This is the difference between opinions. You know, some people like him, some people hate him. You know what? That is what the love is, though. That is what it's all about, guys. It's about opinion, isn't it? At the end of the day, that is what it's all about. Amir, Ruud will be destroyed. Chelsea. Ruud will be destroyed. Ruud will destroy Chelsea. I'm pretty certain Man United will win on Sunday. Look, call me crazy. Call me Shirley. I don't know what you want to call me at the end of the day, but I'm pretty certain that Man United will win the game on Sunday, guys. I really feel that. Absolutely. Good morning, Kasafa. Hope you're doing well. Good. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Stretford Post. Hope everything is good with you, my friend. Absolutely. Did slot mean meant to say? Did slot? Absolutely. Let me say. Did slot? I'm not too sure. Let me read that actually. Did slot of housework. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Big up, Jim. Big up, Jim. Take it easy, though, Jim. Take it easy. Kazi, good morning, guys. Good morning, Kazi. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Hope everything is good with you. Good to see everyone in the house today on this Friday morning, of course, guys. Sal, tomorrow I'm fighting a coffee machine to make my own brand of coffee. Tomorrow I'm getting a coffee. Ah, wow. Are you going to do your own coffee, mate? Let me know. I'll promote it for you. I promote it for you, my friend. Absolutely. Almac, Chelsea aren't buying Anthony. Got to take the rumours with a pinch of salt, a bit of salt by Almac. We will struggle to get rid of Anthony. Better chance than Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. Do you think Mason Mount and Luke Shaw have a better chance of leaving Man United than Anthony? Do you think that? Anthony plays a lot of football. He plays a lot of games, and he might fit into a system. You know, he might fit into a certain system, but just not ours, as we know. Amir, after Amorim in, please keep Ruud for another role. I hope so. I really hope so. Ruud is a legend, of course. He loves the club. You can tell the way he talks about the club. It's so nice to see and hear these kind of quotes coming about the club and about the fans. He obviously has a lot of care for the fans. You know, he has a lot of love for the Manchester United fans, of course, guys. He obviously does. You know, so, you know, that a big credit to Ruben Amorim. Absolute legend at Manchester United, of course, guys. Absolute legend. Love to keep him at the football club, of course. Jim, welcome. Big up everyone, of course. Big up everyone. Good morning, Try-Free. How you doing, my bro? I hope you're doing good. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you in the stream again, you legend. I don't have a problem keeping Ruud, but that's up to Amorim. He needs to decide if he can work with him. And that's another thing, Mac, and I would agree with you to an extent. What I would say is that if Amorim is really determined not to have Ruben Amorim at the football club, we have to go by what Ruben Amorim wants. We have to do what's best for the football club going forward. We have to do what's best, what's the most chance to give us success. And the biggest chance to give us success is Ruben Amorim to have his own team in there. I mean, we all want Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay, but we're very nostalgic. You know, we're very sentimental when it comes to our legends. You know, we're like that as a fan base. There's nothing wrong with that. But we have to do also what Ruben Amorim wants to do. And you know what? We cannot go against that if we want our team ultimately to be a success. And we want, obviously, Ruben Amorim to be a success. Ruben and Ruud. Goodness me. Thanks, Kazi. Bless you, brother. Big up everyone, of course, guys. Big up everyone. Hope everyone is good. Let's go, legend. Big up Amir. Let's go, legend. You are the legend, my friend. Hi, Sam. Any movie suggestions for me? Movie suggestions? Let me have a look. There's loads for me. My favorite movies, of course, Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies. I Am Legend is one of my favorite movies. Scarface is one of my favorite movies. Those type of movies are my favorite movies. I love my comedies, of course, guys. I do love my horrors as well. Saw. I love the horror movies. I love them little horror movies there. Do you know what I mean? It get you on the edge of your seat, you know, at the end of the day. So, yeah, definitely. Joker, it's a brilliant movie. Joker 1 is a brilliant movie. I love it. Loads of movies out there, mate. I've got lots of movies that I can suggest. 30 likes, come on, Sanjay. Let's push the likes up to 50 by the end of the show. Grayo, you legend. How you doing? How are you this morning? Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. Please smash the like and subscribe buttons, guys. Have to go early for work for a great day. Everyone, have a fantastic Friday, Grayo. I hope you have a fantastic day and work is blessed. I hope so, my friend. I hope so. Big up Almac and Emir Fikri. Big up all of the guys, of course, who come in today. Probably my favorite United player ever. It's amazing to see him taking charge of the team. It is to see him in the press conference. Just to see him in the press conference, it fills me with happiness. I don't know about you, but it just filled me with a sense of like nostalgia. I'm like, oh my goodness me. It's Ruud van Nistelrooy in the press conference, taking charge of the press conference. It just felt good. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm easily pleased, but it just felt good if I'm being honest. Ruud and Inzaghi are the best finishers I've ever seen, but this was more complete player. Ruud was a more complete player. Absolutely. Ruud was the best striker in Premier League history. No one's going to tell you that. No one's going to tell you that because it's Man United. If he was playing for Arsenal, if he was playing for Man City, they would deny it. But Ruud van Nistelrooy was the best Premier League striker in Premier League history, my friends, at a time when we had proper defenders in the Premier League. We had proper defenders in the Premier League at that time, of course. The Penguin TV series, I've never seen that. What's that on, Sanjay? If you love horror movies, watch The Substance and Long Legs. It has to be scary for me, Try-Free. It has to be scary for me. It has to be, you know what? I don't really see movies that really get me on the edge of the seat now. You know, really. Let me say, horrifying. What's his name? What's that film? What's that new film? Terrifying. What's that new film? I mean, it's not new, but there are about 3 of those films out. And I tell you what, it's one of the most underrated horror movies there is. Horrifying. Is it horrifying? What's that movie? Well, I'll go terrifying movie. It's really underrated. I want to get it for you. If I can, I want to get it for you. Absolutely, I want to get it for you. Part 3 is that, I think. Part 3. Yeah. Guys, if I was to watch a movie, right, and it's very underrated, right? If you like horror movies, go and watch Terrifier. It is Halloween, so go and watch Terrifier, guys. If you like horror movies, watch Terrifier. Great. I mean, it's underrated. Terrifier. There's 3 of them. Brilliant. It's actually won awards. You know what? It's a very good movie. Full support for Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Absolutely full support for Ruud all day long. Of course, guys. A good feeling around the club right now. There's a good feeling around the club. It's refreshing to see a fantastic feeling around the club and within the fan base and stuff like that. I really do hope that the fan base start to unite and we start to get together, etc. You know, and stop this differences and of opinion and stuff and the arguments and etc. Almac, there is rumors that Ineos will end the era of spending. Is this fair on the new manager if he does get this? Mate, this is a lie, Almac. At the end of the day, Ineos have already said at the beginning of the summer that this won't be a one-off. When they spent all that money, they said that this won't be a one-off. Man United will spend more money this summer. Don't get it twisted. They will support this manager. The difference is, though, Ineos do want to concentrate on the young players that they brought in. They've got a few young players there, over Martin, Kone, of course, and the other youngsters are still at the club, of course, in the youth team, of course, guys. So they want us to focus on the youth team, but they are going to support Ruben Amorim where suited needed. They're not going to leave him empty-handed, trust me, absolutely not. Probably the media trying to twist things again and bring it into a negative, of course, guys. Amorim needs to decide which players he wants to keep and bring in as well, who he wants to work with his back. Absolutely, this is another thing about signings. Amorim will get rid of a few players. He will get rid of the players he does not want. Of course, he might not want to keep certain players at the football club. And this is the key here, because if we do sell players, if we do make some money, you know what? He can bring in his own players. He can bring in a couple of players from Sporting Lisbon, of course. There was Mateus Reis I was talking about last night, the left back. He is 29 years old, though. There's also Ignacio, the left-sided centre-back, and Gutierrez, of course. Those players Man United are very interested in at the moment. There is a possibility that Man United could bring one of those Sporting Lisbon players in. In regards to January, Manchester United may not be spending any money in January. There might be loans with an obligation to buy, but there'll be no spending money due to the fee that we've had to pay for Amorim and the sacking of Erik ten Hag. It's cost 25 million upwards, and that could rise right now as well. That could rise to another level, of course, guys, 90 million odd. So at the end of the day, look, we have to be patient and wait till next summer. I do believe we should get a left back in our football club. I think that even if it is on loan, even if it is an obligation to buy, I think we should get a left back at the football club, even if it's a Mateus Ruud'S. Even though he's 29, it'd be good to get a player like that on loan with an obligation to buy, of course, because he is a good player. We do need a left footer. And if he plays the 5 at the back, obviously the 3-4-3, of course, guys, you know what? We're going to have another wing back. We're going to have a couple of wing backs and wing backs that actually attack. Of course, Mazraoui and Dalot can play that left-back position, but as we know, it isn't as effective as playing a player who is left-footed on the left-back position. Absolutely. The 2 times we played a left footer on the left back, we've actually won big. We've actually done well. We beat Brentford and we beat Leicester City as well the other night as well, of course, guys. Let me have a read of this. Amir fell in love with football because of him. Wish the club would give him a chance until the end of the season. Amir, do you know what? I know how you're feeling, but one thing we have to do, we have to be careful of the same mistakes that we made in the past. We had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I was there at the new camp in 1999. I saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I was behind the goal and I saw him score for Man United to win us the treble. I've got a huge affiliation with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But one thing we have to realize, just because they made great players doesn't mean they're going to be fantastic managers. You know, there is a new manager bounce at the moment. There is a new manager bounce at the moment. I know that. And there will be a bounce. There will be. But one thing we have to understand is this. We've got Amorim. He is our manager now. It has been confirmed. We have to wait until the Ipswich game on the 24th of November, of course, where Amorim will be taking charge of his first game. Ruud van Nistelrooy, if it does go pear-shaped for Amorim, which our fingers crossed it doesn't, right? If it does, then obviously Ruud van Nistelrooy will walk straight in. Ruud van Nistelrooy will have a place at the club. Ruud van Nistelrooy will still be at the football club. I'm pretty certain about that. They're not going to get rid of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I firmly believe that they see Ruud van Nistelrooy as an option. If things go wrong, then Ruud van Nistelrooy can slot straight into that position. Of course, guys. Sal, watch Hereditary. Let me write that down. What's it on, mate? What's it on? What's it on? I'm going to watch that, definitely. I'm looking for good movies for Halloween, guys. You better tell me what are the good movies for Halloween, and I will watch them, guys. I will watch them. Thank you, Saifa. Thank you very much. Absolutely, they are scary. They are beyond scary. Absolutely. Which film is it? Oh, the one you advised to me earlier. Let me have a look at which one that was actually, because I want to. If you Substance, so it's Substance, right? Substance. If I can get it to watch it, yeah, if I can find it, then definitely I will watch it, guys. I'll definitely watch it. If I can find it, I will watch it 100%. I'll definitely watch it. For big up everyone. HBO. Oh, it's on HBO. Yeah, I think I've got HBO. I'm living in the UAE, guys, so it is a little bit difficult to get these, but I do have HBO. I think I do anyway. The Terrifier. Yeah, that's the one. That is a good film, guys. A good film. Very underrated. Very scary. Sal, if you had to choose between Ruud or Ruben Amorim, would you choose? I would go for Amorim, head coach of Ruud assistant. That's what I would do, Jim, because the reason I would go for Amorim is because he's proven. And I saw him manage Sporting Lisbon when they knocked Arsenal out of the Europa League about a year ago. And I was very impressed with the way Sporting Lisbon conducted themselves in that game. And they actually deserved to win. I mean, they were brilliant in that game. And since then, I was been a big fan of Ruben Amorim. And I've kept an eye on his career since then. I believe that in having won the league with Sporting Lisbon, having not won the league for 20 years, I'm talking about Sporting Lisbon, you know what? That shows a character. That shows a mental strength, you know, to do that. He is the best young manager in the world. And you know what? All those outlets, media outlets are talking about Ruben Amorim. You know what? Liverpool didn't want Ruben Amorim. Man City didn't want Ruben Amorim. As I spoke to about it yesterday, I've spoken to people in Abu Dhabi, right? I've spoken to representatives of Manchester City. And Manchester City fans were telling me this a few months ago. They were saying, look, Pep's going to leave, but don't worry, Amorim's going to take charge of Manchester City. And they're getting all giddy. They're getting happy. Like, Amorim's going to take charge of Man City. He's a new Pep. Now, all of a sudden, right, he's not rated. He's too young. He hasn't managed a big club. Let me get this straight, right? Sporting Lisbon is a big club. West Ham have been talking as well. Sporting Lisbon are heaps ahead of West Ham United. Sporting Lisbon are heaps ahead of Manchester City in regards to historical value and where they come from, and they didn't build their money through success, to buy success. So at the end of the day, we've got the best young manager in the game. And you know what? All these media outlets are pretty nervous about Man United coming back because a lot of people have been a bit rude about Amorim so far. The only person who hasn't been rude, and you know what? I was so shocked when I saw this, is Gabby Agbonlahor. Apparently, Gabby Agbonlahor went done his badges with Ruben Amorim, and he was singing his praises about Ruben Amorim. That is crazy to me. And I was saying, and then there was Alan Brazil trying to talk down what Gabby Agbonlahor was trying to say. He was saying, oh, no, you know what? Don't you think it's a little bit inexperienced and stuff like that? Surprising for Alan Brazil's play for Man United, of course, but he was trying to contradict and add weight onto the hateful narrative that TalkSport have of Man United. But Gabby Agbonlahor was singing his praises. I almost choked on my coffee. I thought, Gabby Agbonlahor talking well of Man United, absolutely mad. Where have you heard it, guys? The most horrifying thing while I watch is getting stuff by Liverpool made Saw look like a kid show. Oh, that was horrible. Don't remind me, Amak. It was horrible. I hated it. It was one of the worst results I've ever seen. The Terrifier 3, Terrifier 1, 2, and 3. Brilliant. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget to watch the Terrifier. My friend's in it as well. I won't give him a shout out. Terrifier is a great indie tune out. It's great to see. Absolutely. It is. It's good to see, and you know what? It's becoming a bit of a cult thing as well in regards to Terrifier. You know, and if you know Terrifier, if you know the actor and stuff like that, you know what? Trust me, I know a lot about this guy, and I know that at the end of the day, I hope that he's successful, and I hope that he moves forward. Of course, guys, in regards to that, guys, you know, basically Damien Leone, of course, who is the director of the film, guys. Absolutely, you know, brilliant director, highly underrated as well. If you ask me, and I'm all for the upcomers. I'm all for the underdog. I am, you know, I'm up for you know, people who make it themselves. You know, who use their brain and go out there and get themselves, of course, guys, rather than obviously the elites and stuff. You know, I mean, I'm all for that. I watched Terrifier 1 to 3. It was an amazing movie. Absolutely, Chow. Love it. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Chow. Thank you. Obviously, I know a few people in that movie, good friends of mine, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, I won't give them too much shout outs and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm a ghostwriter at the end of the day. I can't really talk. But yeah, brilliant movie. Go and watch it. The Terrifier, brilliant. Sci-Fi, if he stays, won't be assistant in my opinion. He won't be an assistant. Absolutely not if he stays, because Ruben Amorim will want his own team in there. He might still be striker coach. He could still be the striker coach of Man United. That is a distinct possibility as well, guys, of course. Let's read this one. Amir, let him stay. If the new coach comes in, find a place for him. He dwells in our heart. Absolutely. Some things are worth a lot, you know, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is worth a lot. Gozo George, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, you legend. Hope you're good. Will it not be strange for Ruud to be taking orders from a manager who was not on his level as a player during his playing days? Amorim does need some familiarity to aid his immigration to the club. At the end of the day, what I would say is that great footballers always don't make great managers. We look at Jose Mourinho, we look at Arsene Wenger. Indeed, we look at Alex Ferguson, who was a decent footballer, but he was not an elite footballer. We have to look at that as well. Just because he was a great footballer, a better footballer than Ruben Amorim. And Ruben Amorim wasn't a bad footballer. He played for Benfica, of course. He wasn't bad. But one thing we would say is that, you know what, just because you made a great footballer doesn't mean you're going to be a great manager. But I'm sure that the respect between Ruud van Nistelrooy and Ruben Amorim will be 100%. I'm sure that he would take advice from Ruud van Nistelrooy. And Ruud van Nistelrooy has already stated that he's willing to do whatever it takes for the football club. He loves the football club, and he will give as much advice as he can. You cannot have too much advice, of course. You know, there's no substitute for experience. I know that. Do you know what I mean? So I would say that, you know what, keep Ruud van Nistelrooy at the football club, even if it is just a striker coach, you know, something like that, and doing something, even if it's something like a motivator or someone around the club, that would be great, in my opinion. I do believe that Ruud van Nistelrooy is a very, very intelligent person. I think he's a great manager. I think he will go on to be a great manager, but I still think that Manchester United is a little bit heavy for Ruud van Nistelrooy in regards to management. There's still a lot of bad eggs in that dressing room, and we need to get rid of those bad eggs. This is a new manager bounce. Let's not get it twisted. What is going on right now, what happened the other night against Leicester City, a Leicester City B side, is a bounce. It's a bounce. And let's hope that bounce carries on Sunday. Of course, it's all about the bounce. Trify, if we can sell Anthony, we can get a left back, hopefully. Absolutely. We got a lot of attackers in our team at the moment. We have to try and get rid of one of them. To get a left back, I do believe it's imperative that we get a left back, guys. It's so important, because we don't want another manager lambs to the slaughter without a left back, do we? We want us to have a balanced side, you know, for once, for crying out loud, for once. Don't we need an activate the Avara Fernandez buyback in January before it expires? It's up to Ruben Amorim. I would 17. Is it 16.7 million? Something like that. I would definitely do that. Really bad decision to get rid of Fernandez. I mean, I don't know whose decision that was. It could have been Eric Ten Hag's decision, but an incredibly poor decision to get rid of him. Good luck, Ruud. Good luck, Ruud. Amir, big up, Amir, of course. How many players do you believe Ineos might buy in January? I don't think they're going to buy any in Jim in January. I really don't. I think the most we're going to do is have a loan with an obligation to buy, which means we might pay a small fee, get a loan in, and have an obligation to buy the player, of course, guys. But one thing's for certain, we're getting money for Jadon Sancho. Chelsea will most likely finish above that 14th place, and we will get money for Jadon Sancho, something like 20-odd million, isn't it? 25 million. We'll get that for Jadon Sancho. So obviously that will go towards our transfer kitty. Of course, we need a left back. I do hope that we get a loan. Something I've been talking about, Matheus Reis, who plays at Sporting Lisbon. He could be an option to come in Man United temporarily. A 29-year-old, we could get a loan like that, you know. But Ruben Amorim would know. Ruben Amorim would know what we need. We've been playing without a left back for the last year, guys. So you know what? We do need one. Yeah, absolutely. It will make a huge difference. Maybe maybe drive-free, maybe. You know what I mean? That was another mistake from, that wasn't even Ineos. That was Murta and Arnold and all those guys. Big up, Jim. Personally, I don't take light Halloween movies out. That's okay. Everyone has their taste, Jim. Absolutely. I like comedies as well. I'm a big comedy fan, guys. Jim Carrey's my hero. Yes, The Substance and Long Legs. Long Legs. Let me write that. I'm getting all the horror movies, guys, out. You know, I'm getting them in the bag. Long Legs. Thanks, Try Free. I'm gonna check those ones out as well. Absolutely. I'll tweet it to you. Thank you, Try Free. Big up, my friend. Big up, my brother. Sal, Man United should appoint you as their scout. You have a far greater knowledge than Ineos and a billion times more. Thank you, Jim. I would take it with open hands. I would do it. Do you know what? I would work so hard to get the best players at the club. If I was at the club, I would be traveling every single week to various destinations, finding the next big thing. And I will. And I have in the past. I have. You know what I mean? I've done that before. I love Scholes, but the optimism he has on TV is embarrassing sometimes. Hi, Sci-Fi. You know what? I don't really listen to Paul Scholes and ex-legends because I love these players and I don't like listening to them because they make me go off them. Because at the end of the day, look, just because they used to play for Man United, just because they were professional footballers, doesn't mean they know more than you or I, right? They're speaking a lot of trash in regards to Amorim. There's a lot of crap that goes around and stuff. They haven't really done their research and stuff. Maybe because it isn't their friend. I don't know. This happened, obviously, with Erik ten Hag. Do you know what? Don't be surprised if we get the similar treatment of Ruben Amorim as Ten Hag got. From the media, from ex-players and stuff like that. For me, and I'll say this politely, they just need to be quiet and let the club do the business. Let Ineos get the manager in. He's not even sat his arse down on the seat yet, and people are already talking about Amorim. You know what I mean? And they don't even know nothing about him. You and I, we consume a lot more football than Scholes and Gary Neville and all these people, all these personnel, Rio Ferdinand. Believe it or not, we watch more football than them. Trust me, as a guy who knows, we watch more football than them, whether it's Spanish football, whether it's Turkish football, whether it's English football. We watch a lot more than them, funny enough. And we actually support the club. We urge the club. We know what we spend a lot of our time, on the club, the time talking about the club. I talk about the club all day long, And sometimes they just don't know. So, they're talking a lot out of, I don't know whether it's fear, whether Man United are going to be back, whether they don't want Man United to be back, whether they're scared of their legacy being tarnished. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, but you know what? It's pathetic. Right, Ruben Destroy Masterclass. He knows United DNA. Absolutely. Amir, this Sunday, we're going to get Chelsea, Amir. We're going to get Chelsea, of course. Let's hope so. Only Porto and Benfica are bigger than Sporting in the... Yes, they are. Yeah, they're bigger, but Sporting Lisbon are bigger than West Ham and Man City, historically. These horror films make sacrifices the way they make horror movies like a cult. Yes, they do, Kazi. Yeah, everything does, mate. And to trust it from a guy who's been in the music industry 20 years, there's a lot of things that are a cult. Of course, guys, and you have to, not only that, many things that you don't even know about that, you wouldn't even think about. But one thing you have to do in life in general is you have to just do your best. Do your best to, not take it in too much, not to it in your heart and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And become a good person, be a good person. And you know what? The rest will follow. Tryfield, Gerald, and don't think that comedies and action movies and thrillers are any different because they're all run by the same dog, if you get what I mean. Gerrard and Lampard were great, but terrible managers. My great-grandmother, guys, was an OBE. My great-grandmother, she was an OBE. Her name is Jessie Matthews. She's an OBE. She was the first English woman to work and act in America. She worked with Charlie Chaplin, amongst others. She was also a singer and performed at the Royal Albert Hall in front of 50,000. That is my great-grandmother. And I know from what she's told my mother and stuff like that about the film industry, the music industry, etc. You know what? But one thing you have to do, guys, is you have to live life. And you know what? Even God tells you, you know what? You still have to have a personality at the end of the day and try and enjoy life. But obviously, don't take the evil in as such, too much. Will Ruud still be the assistant coach even after Ruben Amorim? If Ruud stays at Man United, I'm pretty confident that he will. But I really hope so. Fingers crossed that Ruben Amorim is a success at Man United, of course, guys. I really hope so. Almac, will Ruud and Carrick be the first to return as United's full-time manager? Nah, It will be, I mean, Ruud, yes. Michael Carrick, nah. I don't think Carrick will come back, but you never say never in life, obviously. Big up, Sal. You must be a happier chap now. Lord Rodney, I'm always happy, my bro. I'm always happy. I'm a happy chap anyway, regardless, but I'm very happy. Good to see you. I'm happy to see you, Rodney, as usual. Of course, my friend, I'm happy to see you. Looking forward to the game on Sunday. I hope you're looking forward to Tottenham playing. And you support Tottenham, don't you? So I hope you're looking forward to Tottenham. Tottenham are doing not too bad this season, of course. Oh, who are Tottenham playing this weekend? I don't know if Ruud would downgrade to striker coach after being manager of PSV and assistant manager. He said, try free, just this week, he's told he'd do whatever it takes. He'll stay at Man United in whatever capacity, the club offer him. He just wants to stay at the club to help. So that is a good thing, of course, guys. That is a good thing. Casemiro's performance was outstanding. Absolutely. Casemiro's an elite baller. He's an elite guy. Absolutely. An elite player. 5 European Cups doesn't obviously, you're not a bad player if you're in the midfield for a Real Madrid side that won 5 European Cups. You know what I mean? Casemiro was class. Absolutely. Hope he plays at the weekend. Probably will. Is Onana good enough or we need a new keeper? Perhaps I'd activate a buyback for Kova. You know what? I would love Kova back at the football club. I would. Onana's good. I don't think he's the goalkeeper is going to win us a title, though. I'll be honest with you. He made a fantastic save against Fenerbahce, but he's always prone to mistake. But who knows what Ruben Amorim wants? Ruben Amorim might like, obviously, Onana. He might want to keep Onana, And Onana will be the goalkeeper for the rest of the season anyway. Sporting could take some of our coaches if they are looking at replacements for Amorim, Hake, and Ruud, the first team coaches, and Portugal could be a good lateral adventure for experience. Good point. Absolutely good point. Wouldn't be surprised if Erik ten Hag fancies his chances at Sporting Lisbon. Emmanuel Ugarte, brilliant performance and more to come. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to him working with Ruben Amorim as well. Of course, they worked together at Sporting Lisbon, and he was brilliant at Sporting Lisbon, as we know. Looking forward to that. If you and I ran the club, we would win everything and inspire the players. Absolutely, Jim. We would, because we know the club. We know the club inside out, and we know the standard, and we know the players that need to be sold. Absolutely. Lord, as a Spurs fan, I'm going to miss ETH dearly. You. Don't be horrible, Lord Rodney. You're such an horrible. Don't be horrible on this Friday afternoon. Big up Erik ten Hag, and best of luck to Erik ten Hag, guys. Best of luck to Erik ten Hag, of course, in his future endeavours. Manuel Ugarte, a masterclass in the winning the ball. Absolutely. Watch a masterclass this Sunday against Chelsea. Chelsea won't know what hit them, guys. They won't know what hit them on Sunday. Watch it. Beef Bully. Stretford, you were in the music industry. Yes, I was, Stretford, as Sal Warner. I am a music guy. I was a music manager and a ghost writer, Beef Bully. Yes, I was. I still am, in a way. Yeah, I still am. My brother's name is Reds, R-E-D-Z-Z. I managed people, in the industry and stuff like that. Jim Watkins, you want Amorim and these players to restore the respect in our club and return it back to the top of the summit. Absolutely agree, Jim. Let's have a look. Yeah, I get it, Jim. Big up, Jim. Jimbo, big Jim. My friend is a legend, of course, coming out with the gospel today, my friend. Ex-Man United players show double standards, especially when Ole and Southgate. Only Keane maintains his integrity and says it as it is. Too many agendas for pundits. Absolutely goes for George. And they're already starting on Amorim. Already. He hasn't even warmed the seat yet, and they're already starting on Amorim. The surprising thing for me is that Gabriel Bonlahor, of all people, leaped to the defense of Ruben Amorim. Confused. Absolutely baffed this morning. We got Villa. Tough one. I'll take a draw of that, Lord Ronnie. The classic 4-4-2 has always been our best formation. Ruud understands that. What have I been saying for weeks, guys? 4-4-2. What have I been saying for weeks? 4-4-2. Been saying it for weeks, guys. Goodness me. Called me Mystic Meg, but you know what? The 4-4-2 football is a simple game. It's a simplistic game. You know what? We overcomplicated it with Erik ten Hag. Could be a long afternoon. I think you'll be all right. I think you're going to win that, Lord. I've got a feeling though. But my result, I'm going for 1-1. 1-1. I'm going in that game. Ugarte versus Casemiro is going to be a crazy fight for an upper position. I would play both of them. I would. Absolutely. Let me just see if I can get this. Don't know why my messages are not coming out. Hold up, guys. Yeah, big up, Amir, of course. Big up. Beef Bully. Yo, morning, can we get in? January. Absolutely, Beef Bully. Thank you for joining the stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. Big up, Beef Bully. We got January. My opinion on January is that I don't think that Ineos are going to spend money in January. They may get a loan. They have spent a lot of money on sacking Erik ten Hag and bringing in Ruben Amorim, although Ineos do have some money in the kitty to one side. As I said about the sacking, guys, you didn't believe me, did you? You didn't believe me when I said, don't worry, Ineos have got money for the sacking. They've got money for it. They got money for Amorim and stuff. I said it, guys. When are you going to listen to me, guys? Absolutely. Big up, absolutely. I'm not being smug. Honestly, Ugarte and Casemiro, casual and crazy action, right now. Absolutely, Amir. I want to see them on Sunday. Absolutely. Amir, big up. Hi, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Absolute Sniper, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you back, Sniper. Sal Ipswich are going to go in through injuries. Mad Advance said, 24th of November, we play Ipswich Town, and it's looking likely that will be Ruben Amorim's first game as Manchester United manager. Can't wait for it, guys. Can't wait for it. Of course, Victor will come to Man United if Amorim comes. Yes, I would like that, Sniper Man. I would, absolutely. I know you're a big fan. I strongly believe Amorim will win us the titles and the best thing for Manchester United. Jim Watkins, copyright to that. I said it before you, Jim. Jim, I'm going to my lawyer. Jim, damn Sal, you should write a book on your collections and stories. I've got a lot of stories, man. I've got one coming on my membership videos about Eminem later this week. You better listen to that one. You're going to be absolutely shocked. Yeah. Sniperman, yesterday was Rashi's birthday. I know. And he blocked a couple of people on Twitter. I saw that. I'm going to go United 3-1 Chelsea. That's my result. I said 3-1. No, I'm going 3-2. 3-2. Man United against Chelsea. 3-2 I'm going for. Can't believe Rashi is already 27. Yep. He's not getting any younger. But Sal, will there be a complications against Ruud and Amorim as they both have very different formations? I don't think Ruud van Nistelrooy will be assistant manager. I don't think he will be involved in the direct decisions of the tactics. It will be Ruben Amorim, guys. I don't think so. I think if anything, Ruud van Nistelrooy will be a coach and a coach only. He will be a coach, for example, for the strikers and stuff like that. But that's all he will be. I don't think he's going to be an assistant manager. I think Amorim already has his assistant manager. Pretty cool. So what the music did you deal with? This season is not over. We can still get things done. Still top 8 if we get our act done. I've worked with all types of music, Beef Bully, from the Sugar Babes all the way to the Outlaws of Tupac's Outlaws. I worked with them. I've worked with Amy Winehouse, people connected to Ed Sheeran, of course, guys. I worked with Sway the Cypher, Akon's label, of course, guys. I've done a lot, guys, in the music industry. Lady Gaga, a lot of things. I don't like to name drop. I'm a ghostwriter, so I have to be careful as well. Gareth Southgate did not play for Manchester United. He used to play for Middlesbrough. No, he didn't play for Man United. No one said he played for Man United. Who said he played for Man United, Michael? Michael, what's wrong with you? No one said he played for Man United. Gareth Southgate played for Crystal Palace mainly and Middlesbrough. There must be a paranoia of blinding managers because I've seen so many country and club level who play their favourites game to extreme, and at the end, those players always destroy the managers. You got to keep it. You got to keep it real, guys. You got to keep it real. Absolutely, you got to keep it real. Have no clue what you're talking about, Michael. Hi, Cypher. He will tell the stories to his children. Absolutely. I don't. I really don't. I don't really mention it. You know what I mean? I don't need to. Clone artist. Yeah. There are clones, by the way. I personally think that we should sell Casemiro at any cost next season, even if he performs really good, and the same for Rashford and Bruno. Absolutely. Mad Advance said, I personally think we should sell Casemiro. I think Casemiro has 1 or 2 seasons left in him, and that's about it. I think at the end of the season, we could be getting rid of him. It could be that, because he is aging, his legs are slow. Sal, Rashi hates me. Why does Rashi hate you? What have you done to him? What have you said? Jim Watkins, you're going to your lawyer. You're dealing with a Greek man here. We are. Oh God, that's true. I better come in disguise. Ruben Amorim, here comes the most handsome and smart coach in EPL Europe. Some like me, absolutely. I'm going to take out the Ruben Amorim, and I'm just going to say, here comes the most handsome and smart EPL guy in fan cam history. Thank you so much, Amir. Beef, when Pep goes 2025, I think things will go tits up. It's so real. And you know what makes me funny is that they're going on like, they weren't interested in Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim was not on their list, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. That's a bit like saying, asking out a girl, right? That's a bit like asking out a girl and the girl rejects you and you say, I didn't like you anyway. That's what it's like. So childish, isn't it? Absolutely. We got the best young manager in the game, guys. Onwards and upwards south. Especially I have the biggest respect for Erik ten Hag for winning trophies. The sacking was needed, absolutely. And the right for us to move forward. I don't like the way it happened, but now we can put things right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I really hope, Jim, no one's saying that he shouldn't have been sacked. He should have definitely been sacked. The results on the pitch were not good enough, as we know, and the mistakes he was making. I personally feel, Jim, that he was going for the sack. I think at the latter stages of his tenure, I think he was actually going for the sack, guys. I think he was after getting sacked for Man United and getting paid. We can't sell our captain. Rashford blocked me as well. Did he? Did he block you, man? That guy's sensitive, man. Flipping hell. That guy needs to get a backbone. If he wants to play for Man United, get a flipping backbone. Bruno's not much of a captain, though, is he? No. Your thoughts on Pep? He said that they are drunk before the cup final. Excuses, 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 excuses. Yeah, mate, you were drunk before the cup final. That's what I don't like. You know, that's the sort of rumours and the sinister stuff that was going around last season about Erik ten Hag, because he absolutely schooled Pep Guardiola, and he'll do it again. He schooled him in the Charity Shield as well. Let's not forget, guys, we should have won that Charity Shield. We conceded a last-minute goal. It was 1-1 in the Charity Shield. We outplayed them in that game. We lost on penalties, as we know, but we outplayed them in that game twice. He's just talking trash. That guy just talks so much trash. He tweeted his screamer against Man City yesterday, and only people who Rashi mentioned could reply. Who followed him, basically. He didn't mention anyone, and literally every person except me could reply. Really? Wow. Sniper Man, what did you say to him? He's blocked a few people, though, in full fairness. I didn't even do anything to Rashford. That's strange. He is a weird guy. I like Rashford. He's a weird guy. I use zero abusive words, Sal, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's fine. No, you know what? It's nothing to do with Amorim can bring Amra Gilchrist next season. Wow, that would be lovely if he will, of course. Big up Mad Advanced, big up Amir for the comments, of course. Rashford humor sucks. Rashford is a manipulator, guys. Rashford is a manipulator and a liar. He would perform like the best player in the world in training. Right? And I'm saying this from people I've heard from around the club. He will perform like the best player in the world in training. But when it gets to the match day, when he gets on that pitch, you will see a different Rashford. He's a liar. He's a liar on the pitch. A liar. He'd be one of the first players out the door for me. One of the first players out the door, and so will Luke Shaw. Disappointing, isn't it? It's disappointing. Don't feel bad. He's just sensitive. I thought I've done something wrong. Don't worry about it. Just tweet him or something. Pep acts like he hasn't lost a game against Ole. He's lost a lot of games against Ole. Absolutely. He's a clown. You know what I mean? How many Champions Leagues he won? One for Man City? He needs to pipe down. He's been beaten a lot of times and needs to pipe down. I wish Amorim well, but I fear he doesn't experience the downfall like AVB. AVB was the next Mourinho, and then his wave with the Porto team, with Hulk and Falcao, etc. Mourinho must advise. Life is always different. You know what? Just because that manager failed, it's a different personality. I wouldn't, just because they're Portuguese, I wouldn't just place them in the same bracket as each other. Ruben Amorim is a different manager. Ruben Amorim has knocked out the likes of Arsenal in the Europa League and stuff like that. Ruben Amorim has won a league with Sporting Lisbon, who didn't win the league for 20 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's different. He's a different animal. Obviously, Villas-Boas was different. Of course, Villas-Boas, personality-wise, wasn't the best. I don't think his personality is good as Ruben Amorim, if I'm being honest. Back in 5, no problem, Jim. Big up. Who even gives a fuck about Rashford? Bro thinks he's world-class. Rashford, I don't give a damn about him. I care about Man United, and that's it. And if that guy doesn't pick up, you know what? I don't care. Out the door. Sal, has Rashford blocked you too? Not that I know of. Let me have a look. I don't really talk about him much. That's the thing. I mean, he probably won't even find me. I don't even talk about it. He probably blocks Mark Goldbridge. Probably. I would have thought that. I would have thought that. No, he hasn't blocked me. He's still there. Happy birthday, Sal, for yesterday. It's not my birthday, Brave Bethway. It's not my birthday. It's Rashford's birthday yesterday. Michael, what's going on with you today, my friend? Andre had a bigger ego than Mourinho too, but don't forget my birthday's on the 25th of November. You can drop the super chats now if you like. Thank you very much. But Rashford won't even know me, so he won't even respond to me. He's yeah. He doesn't run his Twitter, Sniper Man. His agent runs his Twitter. He has his brother who runs his Twitter. People like that. Sal, yesterday with Tawali too. Happy Tawali, Sniper Man. I'm not Hindu, but big up the Hindus. Sal, X sucks. Twitter was better. Do you agree? Absolutely agree, yeah. X and Twitter suck anyway because Twitter don't get rid of trolls as much as they should. They delete people who shouldn't be deleted. They keep people who should be deleted. I mean, here we go. Man United fans' expectation to win the Premier League, Europa League, February 2025. I hope so. I really do hope so, my friend. I hope they do. I really hope they win something. It'd be fantastic if Man United go on a nice little run this season. They can still do it, of course. Rashford is made through and through. I see it, but some must see that he is now acting up a little bit. Maybe he wants out. Beef, if he wants out, he should just speak up, Beef Bully. He should just speak up. At the end of the day, Mank born and bred, big respect. But there are many players who are Mank born and bred who are absolute twats as well, and they have to move on. They have to move on. If they don't want to play for the football club, if they refuse to play for the football club, if they don't give it 100%, they need to move on, in my humble opinion. Happy birthday, Stretford post for yesterday. It's not my birthday, Michael. It's not my birthday. It's on the 25th of November. It was Marcus Rashford's birthday, Bethwaite. Marcus Rashford's birthday yesterday. You're giving me pressure. I think we will win 1-0 against Chelsea, but a one red card made me leech or delete. That's why I think that. Let's see if it comes true, man. But I hope we don't get any more red cards. Of course, we've had a lot of red cards. Hopefully, Michael Oliver has nothing to do with this football match. Hopefully, he's far away from this football match as humanly possible. Ideally, in another country. I hope he is. Rashi acts like he does us a favor by trying. Rashi acts like he's paying Man United. That's how Rashi acts. They did that to me. I had a Twitter account for a couple of months and had 2K followers, real followers, and then I got my account blocked and blacklisted. I didn't bother again. Lord Rodney's Twitter's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. You know what? I've had a Twitter account on over 20K and they deleted it. People were bullying me on Twitter, trolling me, and I responded and it got deleted. 20K on my other one, not my Stretford post one. Lord Sniperman, I forgot to say he only did verified, only people who can reply or people who he mentioned. Yep, I'm verified, so probably, yeah. I earned the verification, by the way. I didn't pay for it either. 300K a week is not a joke. World-class players earn that, absolutely. It's not a joke. He's not world-class, though. Definitely not. Not even in the England team. You know who's ahead of him in the England team? Gordon. Sorry, Sal, I meant Marcus Rashford. Yeah, big up, Michael. I know, mate. I know. Big up, Michael. Sorry to hear that. That is a madness. Yeah. People were basically slandering. They were slandering my brother. My brother had the cryptocurrency website as well with Busta Rhymes. You know, the rapper, Busta Rhymes. He had one of them, and they deleted it because they reported it and said that it was fraudulent, which it wasn't, and stuff. You know, they went and attacked me. I had a bad, lots of people attacked me in the past, but you know what? I just gave up on that one. Garnacho, Golden Boy, at Amir. Yes. It's so funny that Rashford has had a career like that because he was never rated highly in this academy, absolutely, and got his chances due to injuries at the time. He's forgotten he's just lucky, absolutely. And that's it. Wilson was ahead of him in the pecking order, as we all know. Wilson was ahead of Marcus Rashford, as we know, and then he got ahead of Marcus Rashford because Wilson got injured and Martial was injured at the time. Marcus Rashford has regressed since he was a footballer. When he first broke into the side, he's regressed. He hasn't improved at all. He's a less player than he was then. Sal, who is your favorite defender in the Premier League? Licha Martinez. At the moment, Licha Martinez. In history, Jack Stam. Sniperman, Sal, do you rate Billy Gilmore? Billy the singer. Why do you play that song so loud? Because I want to. Why are you always hanging crowds? Because I want to. Goodness me. Big up, Jim. Oh, okay, Billy Gilmore. That's more like it. Absolutely. Nah. Italian leagues are different. Italian league's slow. It's different. To this. Got out to my storyboard, the future of Manchester United. Yes, absolutely, he is. He will be. Got to give him time. He's only 20 years old, guys. We've got to remember that. As Man United fans, we've got to remember that Garnacho is only 20 years old. We've got to remember that, and we have to give him a chance. We can't jump on his back too soon, of course, obviously, when he doesn't perform. My one advice to Garnacho would be work on your technique and don't run so fast with the ball. When you run, don't leave the ball behind. Run with the ball. you know, and concentrate on the ball and concentrate on getting that ball in the box. And you know what? Just work hard. So we were using Leacher way too much. Hope he stays fit, man. Me too. I hope he does as well. Obviously, we got Euro as course guys to come in. We got Euro. It's going to be Leacher, Delit, and Euro. Very exciting. Score predictions to tell us again 3-0 or 3-1 Man United. I'm saying 3-2, Jim. I'm saying 3-2 in that game. I've got my match preview tomorrow, guys. On tomorrow afternoon for Chatterbox. Tomorrow afternoon is my match preview of Chelsea against Man United. Of course, guys, I meant when Gilmour was at Chelsea, he was a good player, high potential, but you know what? Unfilled potential. It wasn't, you know what? It wasn't absolutely amazing. You know, he's a good player, but not one that's going to change anything. So exactly so. Send that fraud referee to the Saudi League. Absolutely, send him there. We want him as far away of Man United as humanly possible. We don't want Michael Oliver anywhere near Man United. If he's near Man United, that is just more corruption. He shouldn't be refereeing another Man United game ever. Hoyland is a good striker. He just needs more passes oftenly. He does, absolutely. And he's still young. Let's not forget Amir. He's still young. We have to give him a chance. Obi Martin is also very good, guys. We cannot forget about the youth players as well. Let's not forget. I know we have our favourites. I know we want some strikers in there. I know we want our favourite players in there. But we cannot forget the youth players as well, guys, of course. Sorry, Sniper Man. De Gea man of the match. Why only in Napoli? Napoli are going to win the Scudetto. Napoli are my second team, of course, guys. Being my wife is my family's from Naples, guys. My wife, my nephews, and all that. Big up Napoli. I am sure Mason Mount is happy right now. Mason Mount redemption coming under Amorim. Who knows? Who knows? He's got a lot to prove. Well, I wish Eriksen was younger and faster. I do as well. That would be lovely. We should have signed him 10 years ago. Madavan says, send Michael over to the Chinese league. Absolutely. Send him to the bloody Fiji league. Send him as far away as possible. We don't want to see Michael Oliver anywhere near English football ever again. Goes to George. But then again, he could probably do VAR from Fiji. I'm happy that Garnacho Manu and other young players are not going the way of Genocide, who got carried away. He did. He didn't develop as we thought he would develop, of course. Beef Bully, I have a way of scoring more goals. Just play two up front, Xerxes, Hoyland, Casemiro, and Protect. Absolutely, Beef Bully. If you've been on this stream a long time, you would know that I'm a huge advocate for two up front. 4-4-2 for me. 4-4-2, two up front. Keep it simple. Football's a simple game, in my opinion. We overcomplicate it these days. Amir, Hoyland is world class, no doubt. He will be. He will be. At the moment, I wouldn't say he's actually world class right now, but I think he's got the potential to be world class, Amir. Sal, RMA are open to offers for Tuchumi. Yes, I saw that on the news. Would you sign another Real Madrid reject? Would you do that? We got Coney coming through and that. Should we just build our own players? Should we build our own legacy? Should we build, what would you do? We should buy him 100% to replace Casemiro. It could happen, but we got Kone. Let's not forget about our young players as well. I wouldn't say no to Chouameni though, but he hasn't set the world alight at Real Madrid, guys. Was absolutely schooled against Barcelona at the weekend, as we know. Jim Watkins, big up. Beef Bully, goes to George, and Sniperman, big up. Jim, big up. Everyone, of course. Same question as Sniperman, but mine, goalkeeper and forward, Sal. Goalkeeper and forward. I mean, he's going to keep Onana for the rest of the season. If it was a goalkeeper, I'd bring Kovar back. If it was a forward, I would give a chance to Obi Martin and keep Rasmus Højlund. I want to see how the formation works without Ruben Amorim. We might start scoring goals. You never know. We might start scoring goals. It might change, the formation might work. LT, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, you legend. Hope you're doing good. I just hope that you continue with Ugarte and Casemiro pivot against the game, because Ugarte allows Casemiro to go a bit forward and do the line-breaking passes while Amenu is injured. Absolutely, LT. I agree with you 100,000%. It's what we've been saying on this show for weeks and weeks and weeks. We need the double pivot. We need the double pivot, guys. Ugarte and Casemiro. That's what we need, of course. Madavan says Højlund needs to be serving in an American style of play. We'll definitely provide him with service. And selfish players like Rashford will have to be our next season. Absolutely. Hopefully that Højlund will get more service now. The Amorim regime will start. Of course, we have to wait a day before my birthday. Hopefully, Sunday, the 24th of November, isn't ruined, because my birthday is on the 25th of November, guys. Don't forget. Don't forget. Big up, Mad Advanced Sid. Big up, Mad Advanced Sid. Big up. Of course, Baron Day is good enough to Feminine. No, I wouldn't risk him at the moment. I think I would get Kovar back, if I'm being honest. Besides, I just found out Ten Hag's family is one of the richest in Netherlands. Could have left the 17 for us. Why would he? Hi, Cypher. Why would he? Would you? At the end of the day, 17 million. You know what? He's not going to do it the way he was treated. He wouldn't do it. I take Tchouaméni. I'd give him a chance at Spurs, but depends what Madrid want with him. He's the new Basuma. He'd be training in the park before you know it with Jose Mourinho. I had a dream that Ronaldo won the year's Ballon d'Or. They won't give him it. Absolutely. Anthony Taylor too. Yeah, those guys. You know, don't be surprised if one of those referees referee the game tomorrow on Sunday. Sorry, don't be surprised if one of those guys referee the game on Sunday. Don't be surprised, guys. Kobe Manu waiting for your star boy. Big up Kobe Manu. Of course, big game on Sunday. I can't wait for the game on Sunday. I'm doing a watch along, guys. Don't forget to join me for the watch along, guys. Absolutely. What time will I be live on Sunday, guys? Let me have a look. I think I've got it here, actually. Let me see what time I'm going live on Sunday, guys, just so I know. So I'm going live. Man United against Chelsea. I will be live at... Let's have a look. Doesn't say AM there. What the hell? Why does it say AM there? Let me have a look at this. I'm having a look at what time I'm going live for the Chelsea game, guys. 8 p.m. UK time, guys. No, not UK time. Sorry. My bad. That will be 4 p.m. UK time, guys. I'm going live 4 p.m. on Sunday UK time, guys, for that game. For that game, guys. So don't forget to join me on Sunday, guys, 4 p.m. In Google, it's showing Euro will be back 25th of November. My birthday. I'll keep reminding you it's my birthday on 25th. I hope so. He will be back for the Ipswich game. That's it. Hopefully he's next star. That goal was bad boy goal. Absolutely. I actually think Rasmus has declined from his Atlanta form as well as more dynamic. He might improve under Ruben Amorim, of course. Absolutely. He might improve under Ruben Amorim, guys. Jim Watkins, the master. Is Ten Hag really rich? That's crazy. Why bro even managing clubs and destroying them? He didn't destroy them. He won 2 trophies for Man United. That's not destroying. You know, there's many managers like Jose Mourinho and stuff, you know what I mean, who won the same as him. Chelsea attack. Big up. Laurie. Big up Lord Rodney, guys. Big up Lord Rodney. Big up Lord Rodney for the praise of Hoyland. I agree, Lord Rodney. He's going to be a baller. He will be. He's still young. People forget. So I've got to go, bruv. Have a great stream. Good afternoon, Jim. Take it easy. Have a good one. See you later, bruv. I like to see objective. I like to be objective. I rated Fernandes and Pellistri, and I rate Hoyland. Absolutely. Big up, Rodney. Thank you for the stream, brother. Take care, and you're a legend. I love you all to chat. Love everyone. Love you, Jim. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy, bruv. Aside here, you know, rants and bounce. He hates Garnacho. Have you heard of the man? He is ex-brother. He spawns crap about some players. Do you agree with him? No, I don't agree with him, Beef Bully. I think he's an absolute prat who wears a fresh ego kid hat and a Primark t-shirt vest. He's an absolute prat. He's an absolute fake United fan. I would say that right now. I've met him. Funny enough, a midget, a clown. I mean, calling Rasmus a bum and calling young players like Garnacho names is not what we do at Manchester United. And I would say that I wish that, you know what, those sort of people would just forget Man United and go somewhere else, go elsewhere, because they're not wanted at the football club. And that goes for all of his crew. Do not pick on Mario and Andre. They're both top referees. Michael, your opinion is dud, mate. No one thinks Oliver is a good referee, not even rival fans. Big up, Kyle, saying Sniperman goes to George Rodney. And I wouldn't call you a Man United fan if you rate Oliver. I really wouldn't. Sorry, Michael. That's my different account. Big up, Mad Advanced Sid. I got you. Pedro Nero would be the danger man for me. Yeah, I agree. He's a good player. Bye for now. Bye, Jim. Take it easy, bruv. I also think Rashford would be the Amorim system because he doesn't like to hold the width. So as the forward behind Rasmus, he'll be able to play more centrally. That suits him. I agree with that. Good point. I do agree with that. And he will also have more service, won't he? Absolutely. That could be a point. We hope so. Look, none of us are against Marcus Rashford. None of us hate Marcus Rashford. We want him to succeed at Man United. That's what we want at the end of the day. Don't cry. It's just banter. Who's crying? Who's crying, Mad Advanced? What's your different? I don't get what you mean, Mad Advanced. Who's crying? Absolutely. Who's crying? I don't know what you mean. Absolutely. Let me know who's crying. Then I can console them if you want me to. I can give them a little hug. A digital hug, an AI hug. I give them an AI hug if they're crying at the end of the day. But I would not accept anyone who calls Michael Oliver a good referee. And obviously that is just absolute dud opinion. And Anthony Taylor. The amount of decisions that's gone against us, the amount of decisions and bias and hatred that they've given Man United, forget that, bruv. Forget that. Absolutely. Deserves blocking if I can't have anyone who supports Michael Oliver. Yeah. So, guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. It's been a good show. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Don't forget to join me later on for Chatterbot. I've got a special guest later on, guys. So don't forget to join me for that. It'd be an absolutely good one. And you know what? Chatterbox will be live 2 p.m. UK time. As usual, guys, 6 p.m. my time. Of course, 3 p.m. Central European time. So don't forget to join me for that, my guys. And guys, thank you so much for this stream and joining me. It's been brilliant. Much love to you all. And look, you know what? It can only get better, guys. That's all it can do. It can only get better. And Man United this Sunday, in my opinion, will defeat Chelsea, guys. They will defeat Chelsea by 3-2. That is my prediction. Don't forget to join me later on, of course, for Chatterbox. Smash the likes on the way out. It's free. Thank you, Lord Rodney. You legend. Absolutely. Do not forget our opinions are welcome, so including my one about Michael Oliver. That's not welcome. Absolutely. Calling Michael Oliver a good referee as a Man United fan is a bit like praising Liverpool. Big up, Sal, and the channel. Big up, of course. Big up, of course. One thing I'll say, Michael, is that, you know what? You're in the minority. I would say that. Thank you, guys. Big up, everyone, though. Take it easy. Have a lovely afternoon. And don't forget, Chatterbox later on, guys. Chatterbox later on. Take it easy, guys. Have a fabulous week. Have a fabulous day. Take it easy. Peace.